Hola everyone, and welcome to live stream number 63. I'm trying to get comfortable here, a little scootability. It's really good to be back. I'm glad to see also, well, a lot of familiar faces. Let's see who we got. We have this side towards the screen, better known as Jeffrey. Hello, my friend. Radios is here. Cecil is here. Hello. Nope. Hola, Lyle is here. Hey, buddy. On time. Well, kind of. Hi, all. Hey, Ben is here. Zero Budget Film School. How are you, buddy? Katie is here. Hi, Katie. It's always good to see you, Katie. Mike is here. Happy Daylight Savings Time. Fall back thingy, everyone. Fall back thingy. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with the whole Daylight Savings Time thingy. But we have to deal with it. Hey, Barry's here. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I got that Bauer cam. It's about time you got a Bauer cam. Hey, Jim. How are you? Hello, all. I thought I missed the fun. I was not aware of the daylight's change. Yeah, some of the states don't do it. Some of the Midwestern states don't do that, I know. And a grip for my... Nice. Travis, what are you doing here? You're supposed to tune in for, 4 minutes at the end and then leave. Bonnie, on time. Katie, may this be the last fallback. No more daylights nonsense. I'm with you on that. I can't stand it. I'm predicting a Rickroll from Bonnie tonight. Shh. Yeah, don't tell her. Do not tell her. Yes, Bonnie is here. Hello, Bonnie. The Zapruder camera was a dud. Too bad. Hey, Matthew's here. Hey, buddy, we missed you last week. How are you? Or 2 weeks ago. Good to see you, as usual. Jeffrey says, got a new art/calibrated... Ooh, nice. Gordon is here. Checked in, signed in, safely and securely. Lyle is here. Well, I did it. I'm now a... What? You're an M5 owner. Congratulations. I had an M3, but I ended up selling it. I bought an M3 at a flea market for $10, lens and all, and I sold it for $800 and something. Congratulations on your M5. Sold 3 Super 8 cameras. I like the Leica cameras. They're great. I mean, some people love them, some people hate them. I think they're fantastic. I miss Hawaii with the same time all the time. I know. Oh, good job, Bonnie. $50. Bauer Cam C Royal 6 from Germany, fully working. No matter where it comes from, as long as you get a fully working camera, that's an A+ in my book. Hey, Michael Carter's here. How are you, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Michael Carter, he's got a pretty cool little YouTube channel. Is that you? Who's texting me? Oh, nobody. Let's see, radios, that's the AUDR model I have. The Bauer Cam. 26 watching, only 7 likes? How is that possible, Jeffrey? How is that possible? Hawaii and Arizona, except the Navajo Nation in Arizona don't do daylights. Let's add Florida to that list. We had 30 rolls of Ilford 3200 from 2002 that went for $140. It's a little high for that. Well, I don't know. Seems a little high. The battery holder for the Bauer is a little tricky. For my Bauer, I had a Bauer S715XL, that programmable one they call it. And I had to make the battery holder, the little bottom, the plastic clip. When you twist the little screw at the bottom, there's a little plastic pin clips that lock it in. It broke. And I actually fabricated out of aluminum. I was pretty proud of myself. This was years ago, 20 years ago. But I had to make a new clip for it. Worked great. Worked better than the original, probably. Oops, gotta hit that, Mike. Come right back. Speaking of Mike, Flying-O, we have a special treat for everybody today. You're gonna want to hang around. You're going to want to hang around and see what we have coming up for you. Can anybody venture a guess what we have coming up for you? It's a presentation. Radio says $11 for a roll of Fujifilm, $200 at Target. Wow, that's a good deal. Oh, for only a single roll? Oof. About average. Yeah, I had to fix my Bauer C6 battery thing too. I don't know if maybe it's just a Bauer thing. They snap, the little thing snaps off. Still haven't shot all that 4X yet. I want to know how that turns out. Well, you're probably going to send it to me, so I'll let you know. I had a mini holiday on Cape Cod last week. Nice. Went to a dozen antique shops. Several had cams, but the prices... That's the problem. That's the problem with antique shops. They think they got something that they don't most of the time. So, garage sales and thrift stores, well, garage sales, boot sales, whatever you call them, that's the best place to buy. Always. People just want it out of their house. Mike says, uh-oh. I came across the Lycina RT1 that wasn't working. I cleaned the battery compartment and now it purrs. That's the best kind, Jim, because usually you can pick those up cheap. Time for the Tri-X footage. Well, I think I'm going to do one at a time. And it's going to be random. And I do have a couple that I have to send to people. Matthew, you weren't here a couple weeks ago. About half the crew wanted them and about half didn't. As far as, do you want your footage for you to mess with first before we show it? Or are you okay with me just kind of cutting and pasting and adding a little music to it as is? With Mike, he picked the music and I added it to his footage. That's the surprise. We're going to see Mike's footage tonight or today. So, Matthew, if you want, I can send it to you. I haven't sent anybody's out to them yet. It's been crazy the last couple of weeks. But I will get to that probably this coming week. I will send the footage to you if you want. Or if you trust me to do it, I'll just add some music and kind of cut it together. I'll cut out some of the scenes that were, you know, not great. Or, well, I don't mean not good. I mean maybe not focused or not exposed or something. And everybody, including mine, had some of that. Time for Tri-X. His move, you're right, Katie. Hey, Rich is here. Hey, buddy. You will stay tuned. It's movie night. Remjet's here. Hello, my friend. The Word Films. Yes, Russell. Yes. Yes. Now I need that Switar zoom. Those are nice. They charge for age there. I know. It seems like it. Garage sales and estate sales are the best. Absolutely. The Plus X I shot all with my 1926 film. Yes! Old 100-year-old 70A. Last live stream I stayed until YouTube kicked me out. Oh, Travis. Travis was just at my house a few days ago, a couple days ago. We had a fun time just chilling, and we worked on his 16mm film that Pro 8mm wasn't able to get the remjet off of, and he got it off of, well, most of it off of it, and I scanned it for him, and I'm going to do my best to try to get the rest of the remjet off of that. But it's 400-foot roll, so it's going to be tricky. I saw that Animals here in Sweden a few days ago. Did you send mine? I was looking for it. I have not yet, Jeffrey. I'm sorry. I haven't sent anyone's yet. And I know I have you on here. Send. But I will. I will send it. What I just need to... by send, I mean I'm going to upload your footage. And then I'll send you a link to it. You download it. Do whatever you want to it. Upload it back up there to me. And then we'll show it to the crew. I have not, Jeffrey. I apologize. I'll get it to you. I think Jeffrey, so far Jeffrey, and I know Dave Knopp. I don't see him. If you can send it, I'll take a look and then get back to you. Perfect. I'll do that, Matthew. I'll upload yours, Dave Knopp's, and Jeffrey's to Google Drive, and I'll send you links to it. You guys download the footage. I'll just do like high-res MP4 footage because that's real universal, but I'll make it super high bitrate. So it'll be like 5 gigabytes or something like that. And then you guys play with it. Send it back. Now remember, you're going to have to re-render it. when you add your music and everything. So, for later, Jeffrey. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's see. Considering a Carina Zoom X. Nice. Let me make a note of that, Matthew, because I'm going to send yours too. Okay. Good to go. Hello, hey, there's Silver Horse. How are you, buddy? Catching me live. Finally. Woohoo. I got a new kitten, Mike. So great. Future films. Oh, me and cats. We just don't, I don't know, we just don't mesh well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a fan of cats. I'm just not a cat person. My wife had 2 cats when I first met her 24 years ago. And we had them for years and they passed on. But now we just have a very loud chihuahua. Let's see who's here-ish. Oh, Stephen is here-ish. Hello, Stephen. I'm guessing you're driving or you got to step in and out. Jeffrey Feingold is here. How are you? Hello. Just came back from a firecracker display to commemorate saving of the king in the 1600s from being blown up in London. Wow. That is exciting. That's awesome. Hey, Nicholas is here. How are you, bud? I'm seeing new names today. Right on. I know. I love it when, and some of them I recognize. They just kind of pop in and out. I know everybody can't always make the live stream. So anytime we do get them back, I think it's fantastic. I shot this. I haven't processed it yet. But everybody knows this. Tri-X 7278. I shot that 3 nights ago on Halloween. In my neighborhood. My kringers are frost at how that's going to come out. 34 watching. Remember, smash that like button, just like Jeffrey says. All right, where are we at? Thank you, Jeffrey. Also, developed some films in E6 last week. Nice, Bonnie. I love cats. Mine is staring at me in the kitchen as I type this to you. My wife loves cats. Both of my daughters love cats. I'm an animal lover, don't get me wrong. I think people should do life in prison if you hurt or kill or maim an animal on purpose. I just don't like what cats are about in my house. But I would never hurt one. I mean, that should go without saying for everyone. Cats are cool animals. I mean, they really are cool. They're like mini lions. I'm using that Pentax Super program. Well, that sounds interesting. I've got 2 Zoom X. Haven't used them yet. Get on it, Jeffrey. My Sonic 25 is all Halloween. So Barry shot a roll of Sonic 25 from FPP. And I've shot a roll, and I did a video on that. And it's a really funky, cool film. And it's super, super contrasty. Because it's a print film, like a real slow seed print film, I believe. So it's super contrasty, black and white. But he's going to send it to me, and I'm going to process it. I'm going to do it in this new reel that another Jeff sent me. What is his? What does he go by on YouTube? He pops in and out, but I'm sorry, I can't remember. It's a fun name that he could, Jedediah. So it's totally up to Barry whether he wants everyone to see it or not. But I'm going to process that for him. It should be fun. I missed a couple of chats. First time this year I was away on Halloween. It was weird, but I needed the break. Yeah, so we just walked around. You got to do that sometimes, though, right? We just walked around the neighborhood with Piper and one of her friends and a couple other people. Tons and tons of people out. And my oldest daughter went with her friend. They went to another neighborhood. But it was fun. I mean, it was a lot of people. A lot of people giving out candy. A lot of kids running around. So it was a good time. And Piper she's proud of the fact that she got 134 pieces of candy. She counted them. My cat of 11 years went missing for 2 years, then came by to visit. She's gone again, though. At least I know she's okay. Wow. I'm assuming it's an outdoor cat, right? My sister has kind of an outdoor cat. It's not really hers. But the cat kind of lives right there, and she feeds it and everything. Real sweet, sweet cat. but it's outdoors and stops by every day. I got an email earlier this week from Kodak about a second chance to buy a new Super 8. To buy the new Super 8 camera. There's a guy that, it's just so expensive. I think they're great cameras, but there's a guy that owns a film lab 1 city away from me. It's like, I don't know, 20 minute drive, 20 to 30 minute drive. It's not far. And he has a YouTube channel. I can't think of the name of it right now, but he just got one. And he actually did a video on it. But I have to remember the name. I don't remember his YouTube channel, but seems like a nice guy. I've never met him in person. I know Travis has used his lab before. He does still film. So he sent the film out to get it processed, but he has one of those new Kodak Super 8 cameras, so I might have to go by there and introduce myself. It's in Ormond Beach. So Silver Horse, if you're still here, you probably know Ormond Beach, but that's where the lab is. What happened here? Oh, great score, Piper. I know, a lot of candy. Matthew said something and I missed it, I believe. I got him. Oh, the camera. Yeah. Whew. I would like to have one. Love animals, just don't want to live with cats. I hate pet hair. Yes. I can't stand the shedding hair on everything. Now, my older brother, he's a cat lover. He has some cats, but I just don't like all the hair. That's a good way to put it. And they get up in your blinds and tear them up. I don't know. That's silly, I know, but if you had a cat in a Filmboy24 video, the likes would go up. I know, especially if it was using a camera. Murder mittens. Cats are like, what are they? Cats are like little pieces of misery that live in your house. Bonnie says, just realized it's been almost 1.5 years since my first live stream here. I can't believe we're already on number 63. Wow. Barry says orthographic. Okay, orthographic film, which I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it's extremely, it's black and white. Don't expect a lot of shadow detail. Expect your blacks to be absolutely black. So yeah, it's really, really, truly a black and white film. It's not a grayscale film. I got some Sonic 25 I shot in March last year. Can I send it to you? Sure. Sonic 25 doesn't have to be high contrast. So is it the way you develop it, Michael, to or way you shoot it maybe, to make it less high contrast? It was the first stuff I filmed in my Rex 5. Did you film? Yeah, I did, Jeffrey. Well, I don't know how well it's going to come out, but I just used an old roll of Tri-X. I've filmed Halloween quite a few times in my neighborhood, so I didn't want to go all out. But I just used my 514 XL. I did it all in auto exposure. It was kind of getting dark, and this stuff is only ISO 200, and it's old, so I don't know how it's going to come out. It'll be fun to see. I might push it a little bit. Let's see. Hey, Mike is here. Hi, everyone, and a great Sunday to you all. Same to you. Katie, great score, Piper. I'm about to send off 8 cartridges of Super 8 for the doc I'm working on about my friend who's a forager, biting my nails while hoping the footage turns out. Let's all keep them cringers foshed for Matthew. Great. Well, I can tell you this, the stuff you shot, aside from the stuff that was a little out of focus, Matthew, the exposure was pretty spot on your Tri-X. Rimjet says, great Sunday to you, Craftwork. Whoopsie, I accidentally smashed the like button on my way in. What's the matter with you people? I just saw the video from that lab about the new Super 8. Oh, Reformed Film Lab. That's exactly what it is. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, they seem like great people. He seems like a really cool guy. I think he just went to Africa or so. He just traveled somewhere and took a whole bunch of still film with him. And got back and he started showing some of the pictures. It's a fun YouTube channel. Reformed Film Lab. Yeah, they're not far from me. Thank you. World War II history and reenacting. Just got a beautiful Ernst Leitz Wetzler Elmore 9cm f4 lens from 1940 in very good condition with a Leica mount for free and a camera deal without knowing it. That's when you get those, we call those life's little bonuses, where you buy a camera and somewhere tucked away in the bag is something that's way more valuable than everything else. Congratulations on that. How are we going to celebrate live stream 100? I don't know. Do we do a 100-minute live stream? I mean, I know you won't like that because that's really only less than 2 hours. My Chihuahua sheds just as much as the Siamese cat. We have a Chihuahua, but she doesn't really shed much. We don't know if it's truly a full breed Chihuahua. She's little, real little. Very, very, very short hair. Remjet, Stan developing low-speed films can help bring down the contrast. Yeah, I've done that a few times, but I'm so impatient. I don't do Stan very often. Oh, man. Hey there, nice to have you with us again, Remjet. In 2016, we saw John Carpenter performing the Halloween score live on Halloween. How do you get any better than that, right? Hit the like button, says Jim. When I was shooting the camera, it sounded like the little engine that could... Oh, you're talking about the... when I was shooting it... Oh, the camera sound could definitely use a CLA. Just about everyone... Excuse me, everyone's camera could use one of those, Barry. Mike is here. Another Mike. Hi there. I think you should do a review of the new Kodak. You know, Mike, I would love to. The only problem is I don't have one, nor do I have the $5,500 cash to buy it. So if anybody has one and they want to send it to me for a review, I'd be more than happy to use it. Maybe I'll get to know. I can't remember his first name, but maybe I should go to, try to get to know him, and maybe, just maybe, he'll let me experiment with it, even if I just stay there and do it. I can't think of the lab myself. Yeah, Matthew said it. It's Reformed Film Lab in Ormond, and that's exactly right. Hello, Mr. Long. I am off work today, so I am watching your terrific show. Thank you, Joseph. I think you're terrific just for being here. Radio says my new cat's going to be real sheddy. You getting a long hair one? Stan develop? Yeah, Remjet's right. Stan developing. I mean, that's truly the way to develop most film if you want the most detail, probably. All right, so let's see where we're at. Flying over, I wish. Yeah. Rodinal, 1 to 100 or more. Yeah, I want to do it with, I think I use D96. It's more of a contrasty developer when I shot my roll of Sonic 25, but I might do it with, I might do Barry's with HC110. I'm going to do a little research first, but I think I might do his with HC110, but I may just end up doing it, I don't know. I might do it with Stan. I don't want to experiment with someone else's film, though. That's the problem. Steven says, I want to give a shout out to Spartan Photo Center in upstate South Carolina. They say they're the last camera store in South Carolina, and they're great. They have all the film. Check them out if you're ever in the area. Yes, that, I think we should shout out every true film camera store in the U.S., but as of right now, let's talk about Spartan Photo Center in upstate South Carolina. If you're in that area, go check them out. I would love to go check them out if I am ever in that area. I think we need to start planning now for episode 100. Maybe, Bonnie, you're good at that stuff. You put it together. Anyone else planning to do straight 8 competition this year? I saw somebody just made a post about that. Another on the Super 8 forum on Facebook, and I probably won't, but I'm dying to see some of the entries. Orthofilm is blue sensitive. I gotcha. So it's almost kind of like that infrared film, kind of, right? right, Barry? I think. Yes, Travis, Reformed Film Lab. Do you know the guy that owns that? I don't know him, but I know you've used him before, right? Overcast days are nice in Sonic 25. Noted. Cloudy. Autocorrect. My cat or the Veterans Memorial in my town are going to be in a lot of the films. Well, that's good. You got to film things that mean something to you. Damn, it's just great to be here with you guys and gals. Well, it's great that you're here, Lyle. I can't believe your score. Man, good job. The Leica. Livestream 100 equals Filmboy24 convention. Man, that would be so fun to do. I was thinking about that earlier today. Like a meetup or something. It's just my biggest fear is that we all travel or we make plans and then we show up and there's like 3 of us. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you know, you kind of want to meet everybody. So it would be tough because I know we're from all different corners of the world. But I would love to do a meetup. That would be fun. Rotenol really is a miracle elixir. Yeah, I've heard a lot. I don't use Rotenol. I never have. But man, you read so many good things about it. But I read equally good things about HC110, and I've used a lot of different developers, so I've kind of just settled in on it. No, we have already done longer than 100 minutes, I know. But hear me out, 100-second live stream. So, okay, well, I mean, that's cool. We could do that. That would be a 1 minute and 40-second live stream. I think I'll get a grip for my bowl. Oh, the P3, I have a grip for that. That's nice. Those are nice. I stand develop 2.5 hours often. Michael, let me ask you a question. How easy is it to overdevelop when you're stand developing? And what are the pros and cons of going over and under? Like stand develop for a half hour versus stand develop for 10 hours, right? I know a half hour isn't really stand development. You really need at least an hour. But so 1 hour versus 10 hours, does it bring out more detail, or do you start losing, or does it really make a big difference? If I had the $5,000, I'd get a Leica MP instead of the Kodak Super 8. Boy, I just like to have them both. That cons, yeah, that would be nice. Ooh. There is a real Spartan Film Center customer story. Yeah, right? Just like the B&H stories. That would be fun. Hey, Manny, how are you, buddy? What's up, Mike? Howdy, y'all. Manny is in the house. If you're in my neck of the woods, Pittsburgh, go to downtown and check out Bernie's Photo. Well, I've heard of Bernie's Photo now, Matthew. Definitely. Katie says, Garland Camera in Garland, Texas. I've been going there since 1994, and they are awesome. I love it. Hey, Super Cine is here. Happy Sunday, Mike. Wonder if Kodak would lend out the new Super 8 camera to you for a review. You know, I may have had the ability to do that at one point, but my contact there, super great guy, Fred, he just retired after 39 years. So I don't really know anybody at Kodak. I'd like to go to Rochester and do a little tour. There's a fantastic video of a guy that did I think a 3-part series where, man, they show you everything, how film is made. It's a fantastic documentary on YouTube. So Blue Sensitive gives you nice black skies. I think it does, or at least darker skies. Yeah, Dwayne's in Kansas. That's a good one too. Now they only process E6 now. They don't do any other film other than E6 as far as I know, right? Because I emailed them once and asked them if they could do some of my ECN2 and they said no. Not sure if it's infrared sensitive. Okay. I know it's a funky film. Jeffrey says, what do you crowd think about the guys who are building a 3D printed digital Super 8 cartridge? I saw that, Jeffrey, on Facebook, and I followed it a little bit. It's not for me personally. I don't think I can't find a reason to hate it. I think some people are upset that you have to take the gate out of the camera to use it. But there was another builder that was trying to design one where you do keep the gate inside the camera. It's a neat concept. I mean, I guess if you can pick one up for relatively inexpensive and get some use out of your old Super 8 cameras if you're never ever going to shoot Super 8 film, and get kind of the look of those vintage Super 8 lenses, could be kind of fun. I'm not overly excited about it. That's just me personally, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Just my personal opinion. There's an FPP. I know, Matthew, you don't even have to tell me. I wanted to go. I wish I was closer to Ohio. It's sold out now, but I would have loved to go to that FPP meetup. Next weekend in Ohio, somewhat near me, but the tickets sold out. They did. They weren't sold out yet when I saw it, but I just couldn't get, I just can't get there. Now, I'll be in Indiana in December, which is near, relatively near, but I will not be in Ohio. I don't know. I should have got up with Dave Knopp. Dave lives in Ohio. I don't know. I'd love to do an FPP event. I think they're great people. I mean, what they do for this community is amazing. Bernie's transfers 400 feet, 16 millimeter, $80. Well, that's a pretty good deal, Michael. How far off is Livestream 100? I'm down to travel with some movie cameras. Well, we're 63 in, so we are 37. So realistically, 37 weeks. Take away some weeks I know that I have to cancel because I'll be out of town and whatnot. So, I mean, we might be a year away from Livestream 100. Bonnie's ready to plan it for us now. Let's see. Lyle says, I could make it to London. Whoop, I just dropped my pencil. London would be fun. I've never been over there. I would love to go. I always use FOMA R09 for developing. I've never used that. I want to use that Pyro. I've never used Pyro, but that sounds cool. What the heck. Let's make it monumental. How about a 100-hour live stream? Can you imagine? I mean, I lose my voice after 1 hour of streaming because I've got to talk loud because my camera's over there and I got my air and my fans on. So I end up losing my voice. Can you imagine 100-hour? I watched a 4-hour live stream once. Okay. I had a 4-hour live stream on once, and that was tricky. And I know you're kind of just joshing. That would be fun, but Nicholas says, I have just bought a collection of old processed films, but one is in initial cassette yet. It isn't Kodachrome 40 from... Oh, it's Kodachrome 40 from the 70s. Shot, but not processed. Do you want I send you a treasure? Yeah, send it to me. Absolutely. I can't guarantee I'll get to it immediately because I have quite a few in front, but I will mark it with your name. Now, my deal is I'll process it for free, but I get to keep it and I get to show it. Now, I'll send you all the results. I'll send you a whole file of everything that's on it. But I do have the discretion of showing it on my channel during the found film. I would love to have it. My P.O. box is in the About section of my YouTube channel. Just send it to me. Mike Long, Long. Absolutely, Nicholas. Thank you. Let's see. I'm way behind on the comments, guys. I'm sorry. Tour the Kodak facilities, meets and greets, forum, cosplay. Cosplay. Let's all dress up as Super 8 cards. I love that idea, Jeffrey. Michael Carter says, Matthew, let's have coffee. Oh, you're up in that area, Michael. Ortho is sensitive to the other end of the spectrum. Oh, it's opposite from infrared. Reds come out very dark, like black has a real old-fashioned look. Well, that's nice to know. Thank you, Super Cine. More details overnight. Well, that's cool. How about a film developing centered live stream one of these times? That might be fun. I could set it up in there in the old developing kitchen. That could be kind of fun. We'll develop and we'll maybe could even move the camera. I don't know. You guys don't see how messy my house is, but move the camera around and let it dry and then maybe scan it, and might be a little tricky, but I like the way you think. Travis says, no, I don't know him personally, but I have a class with one of their lab techs. Oh, that's cool. So we got to get in with him. Maybe he'll let us use his Super 8 camera. Kodak cosplay. Interesting. Travis, we got to get in with them. You and me need to go one of these Mondays, Tuesdays, whenever you're in town. Let's go over there and meet with them. I got to get some stickers, little stickers made, because he has a Nerotsu, the processing machine, and he'll put your sticker on them. Steven says, question, what is the benefit of doing HC110 dilution H over dilution B? So, first and foremost, I believe dilution H is 15:1. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm being totally honest, economy, for me personally. I like the middle of the road 32:1, 31:1 actually, 31 to water, 1 part developer. That's what it is for me. It's economy and it works fine, and I think it's a middle of the road. It's like right there. It's strong enough that you don't have to leave it in there for hours, but it's not, you know, it's not so weak. Wait, it's not so strong like B or H that you have to leave it in, you know, for 2 minutes and be done. But I might be wrong. Is dilution H the 15:1, or is it the other way around, the 100:1? I mean, 100:1, it just takes forever. Join in for a tour to the Kodak Center. Love their main building. I'd love to do that. Smarter Every Day, Bonnie. You're right. That's the YouTube channel that did it. What about a massive Zoom call? Film chat for the Ooh. I mean, I could be down with a Zoom. That would be fun. I mean, if everybody is down for that, if we would see everyone. You have to clean your room behind you, you know. Working on your Tri-X-Box costume. Oh, wow, I don't know about that at Dwayne's. Yeah, I think they only do E6 now, Mike. Kind of get difficult to overdevelop when stand developing. The developer will attack the highlights first, right? And will become exhausted, so no real overdeveloping damage or something like that. Well, that's really good to know, Remjet. Thank you. Knocktop, dang, I'm just now hearing about that event. Well, we ain't really planned any event, but we want to. Oh, you're talking about the one near you. Yeah, FPP, but even though they're sold out for the actual event, the following day they're doing a walk through, I think, Columbus. Is it Columbus? They are doing a photo walk, which would be kind of fun. And I think that's for anyone. Probably about 1 to 15 years. Oh, 1.5. Although 15 years would not be wrong either. It's quite a long one. Parts of a 72-hour... What? That's crazy. How about we all send in a video of us showing our favorite camera, and Filmboy24 records the video off an LCD to Super 8 like an optical printer, and then show the final reel on the 100th live stream. Man, you guys got some great ideas. Pyro is poisonous. Do not touch or breathe. I read that, Michael. I know. I think that's probably why I've never done it. It's like a syrup almost. I remember on Festivus, AV Geeks showed 16mm films for, I think, 12 hours. Or we can celebrate with the 310XL, right? You're never going to let that go, are you, Bonnie? Michael Carter, if I ever have a free moment, it could be fun. I'm in. Thank you, Nicholas. Send it on over. Thank you. Oh, Abel is here. You just got here. That's all right. We got time. You haven't missed the main event. I'm going to miss a couple of these chats, I know, and I apologize. I'm right at the end. A Zoom would be good. It's Columbus. Okay, I may go to the photo walk. If anybody goes to that photo walk, please let me know. I'd be happy to show some photos on the live stream. I think that might be fun. So Destin at Smarter Every Day did the Kodak Rochester three-part series. How about Filmboy24 doing something from the Super 8 factory? Where is that, by the way? Well, they I guess make it in Rochester, the Super 8. I was told from my guy that they only make Super 8 film from 35. They don't actually make the film strips in 8mm widths. They cut it all from 35mm. 100 show is 100 minutes of a Rickroll. I'm gonna hold my money and get something next week. That's nice. Yeah. Don't give Bonnie any ideas, okay? All right, I want to show you guys a couple things really quick. I had a really, really fun trip with my wife. I'm going to miss a couple chats, so I'm sorry. Chat amongst yourselves for a second. I want to show you guys what I brought. We went to Amelia Island. It's just north of Jacksonville. And I always overbring. I was talking to Dave Knopp about this not that long ago. About you always bring more than you need, but it's okay because you at least have it. So on this trip, I brought all of this, and I'll take it out and show you. This is my, you know I won't go anywhere without, the 514 XL, my little Super 8 camera. I brought this because I didn't know where we were staying, I didn't know if I'd get a street view because we were downtown in like the old town. And so I brought my Minolta XL401. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. And I brought this and a little tripod so I could balcony some time lapse of people moving along the sidewalks. Unfortunately, we had more of a water view of we stayed right on where the railroad station is and the river, intercoastal, so I didn't end up using that. I only used, for Super 8, I only used this. Now what did I take film-wise? Well, let me show you. Here's the film that I took. Right here. I left it in there so I could show you. You guys see it in there? Here and here? Well, I'll take it out. So I brought this. Boom. This is the older 100D, the 7285. I had a good roll of that. I brought this. I'm missing a roll. I brought that. You know I gotta shoot a roll of 50D. And I brought this. My favorite black and white film, which is Plus X. This is 7276, a great film stock. It's old. And I brought a roll of Tri-X, the 7278. In fact, I believe the roll that I brought with me is, I didn't shoot it. That's the roll I shot for Halloween in my neighborhood. But I did bring that with me to Amelia Island. Every time we go somewhere, every time we take one of these little fun little 4-day mini vacations, we take our daughters. And Piper is 9, Katerina is just about 15. They're not as patient as my wife. They don't like to stop every 5 seconds while I focus, zoom in, focus, zoom out, make sure everything, you guys know how film works. So they're like, oh, come on, let's go, let's go. They're kids, right? It was just my wife and I, so we walked miles and miles every day through the city. And she didn't care. She loves it. She took pictures of me. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw I'll show you in a minute. But so I was actually able to. I never shoot more than one roll of film when we go on these trips because my kids are always wanting to do something or go here, go there, go there. I don't have time. Shot it in its entirety. Shot it. Shot it. 150 feet of film. Super 8. Shot it all. 4 days, 3 nights. Shot it all. I also brought this. I met some guys down there too, down in the, this is my Olympus XA. My favorite little pocket camera, just carry camera. In fact, it's so little, I just have this little slot in my camera bag. It slides right in. And my buddy Fred from Kodak, the one I was talking about a minute ago that just retired, he sent me some film, brand new, that he was never going to use. So thank you, Fred, if you're watching at some point. But I took, this is a roll of Ultramax 400. color film. Expired 1 or 10 of 2025. I never ever get to shoot an entire 36 exposure roll of 35mm film on vacation with my children. Shot it. Now I didn't get to I didn't get to this roll, the 400TX or Tri-X, but that's okay because I was busy shooting Super 8. So I have a lot of processing to do. I have a couple of rolls of customers' film that I got to process. So this will be coming at some point. I can't wait to see what happened. I also took, if you follow me on Instagram, no, I didn't take this. I just want to show that to you guys. By the way, I bought this bag at a garage sale. Anybody who's anybody knows that brand. Can you guys see that? That says Porta-Brace. There was a guy at a garage sale, really cool guy. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, he's selling a Porta-Brace bag. Brand new, still had the tag hanging from it. And I picked it up and he looks at me and he goes, you know what you're looking at, don't you? And I said, well, I didn't want to lead him on. Like, yeah, that's a really good, they're expensive, that's a $120 bag. He goes, you know that's an expensive bag, right? And I was like, yeah, I do. I go, what do you want for it? He goes, give me 10 bucks. So I got my $10 Porta-Brace bag. And guess what fits perfectly inside it? I'm going to hold the front because we know what I am very clumsy. I brought my Rex 1. Now, I don't have high hopes for, you know, everything. I haven't used this in a while. I've used it a lot, but I have not used it in a while. It performed great. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw I posted a picture my wife took of me using it. And I shot this roll of Vision 2 50D. Now I use these lenses. These are not RX lenses. This is an RX camera. But I use this 50mm f1.4 Canon lens. And this 25mm f1.8. And this is one of those Berthiaut, you know, the Berthiaut lens. Switar, you know, one of those good old classic Bolex lenses. I've used them on this camera before and they do relatively well. So keep your fingers crossed, please. That's a lovely looking machine. I love this camera. I really do. It was going to be this or the K3. But I shoot the K3 a lot. And this is a lot less intimidating looking when you're walking around a strange city that you've never been in. It almost looks like you're, you know, you got ulterior motives when you're walking around with a K3 in your hand. Yeah, I want to show this to you too. So anyway, oh yeah, I shot 5 complete rolls of film. 250 feet of cine film. So 3 Super 8s and 1 16, and 36 exposures of 35mm film. Kringers Foss, thank you, Mike. Woo, Rex 1, far out. Drill a hole to one side of the lens, and this bag, nice blimp. That's not a bad idea, Mike. Woo, $10. I know, I can't believe I got it for 10 bucks. So this, I just spent the last 3 days, filming, okay, videoing, videoing again, editing, rendering, and uploading a 37-ish minute video to YouTube about this. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of detail about it right now. Works great though. Because I got a video coming out either tomorrow. It's ready right now. I just don't know if I'm going to release it tomorrow or Tuesday. I like Tuesdays for some reason. the Seikyo Sound XL61-200. You're getting a sneak peek here on my live stream. Sneak peek. Why is it 200? Why is it 200, you say? You guys must know what the 200 means. You must know what the 200 means. You see? You lift the flap. Now what does it do? Now what can it hold just for novelty reasons? The 200-foot magazine. But you can't really close the top flap without opening it. So it seals in there. Oh yeah! So I have a complete, like I say, I mean, you guys know I like to ramble in my videos. I've been called out on it many times. But that's okay. That's just me. People know that by now. You've got a fast forward button. So I got a video coming out either tomorrow or Tuesday. I haven't decided yet. It's a long one, over 30 minutes. But it is insanely breakdownable of this camera. Everything this one does. It's even got an intro that you guys have never seen before. That you guys will go, interesting. Here comes the big cart. No, I have it stored away, Ben. I have 2 of those big carts, brand new, that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. If I'm going to try to process them or shoot them and process them, I don't know. No, Mickey Mouse mag would be, yeah. I have that Mickey Mouse mag in there. Do you want me to grab it? I will. It's just in the closet over there if you guys want to see what it looks like. Sneak peek what it looks like. Travis says, those are the Mitchell mags. Yeah, I had those before, and they fit on my, they fit on the Aerocon, they fit on the Mitchell cams, they fit on the CP16s, they fit on the, what is it, the, shoot. It's just like the CP16s. I can't think of the name of it. Rambles, the Super 8 card. All right, let me go get this, the big cart. Hold on. Easy peasy, right here. Sit down without knocking the camera over. This is the big cart. They don't make these anymore, and as far as I know, I think they only made them as sound carts, but I could be wrong. This one is a sound cart. It's brand new still. I've never shot an inch of film on it. I just opened it. I opened it during a live stream once. It's one piece. You don't really take them apart. They're not reloadable. I know I've messed with them. I know there are other people that have tried. They're nearly impossible to replicate. You'd have to take one apart if you're a 3D printy kind of person, and maybe 3D print one to reload. I don't know, but it's beyond me. So we put it in here. I can never do them backwards. There, snap it in. Then you flap the little, whoop, la da da. That's pretty neat, isn't it? It's aesthetics. It's just for looks, really. I mean, it's not a whole lot you can do with these, but it just looks so cool. Sound only on the 200. That's what I thought, Jim. Yeah. Yeah, and this is sound, Ben. And this is a sound camera. Yep. I remember my guy that made that movie Killer, the Super 8 film. I used to have it sitting out, but he told me, he goes, when they had some investors, it cost him just under 10 grand to make it in the late 80s. And he goes, we had some investors, and whenever they would come on set, we made sure we had these in our cameras, so they looked so much better. Smart, you know, I mean. Anyway, look for this tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure yet, but you'll see an opening that you've never seen in any of my 297 videos yet. How much time we have? Uh-oh, we got to get to Mike's film. I want to show you guys a couple of photos really quick. This is what, hopefully this is kind of some of the stuff I captured on my little Olympus XA, but these are some of the views that we have. Now these are just from my phone. So we have like this. We just walk across the street to the little docks over there. If we had that, which is kind of the same picture, closer in. And then some of the buildings down there were just, they're just so wicked. Wicked. I love old architecture. Old brick architecture. So I just wanted to show you that quick. Jim says, on the Killer documentary, he talked about having the 200-foot mags for investors. Yeah. That's right. Smart. And I think he told me, but I can't remember. He either used a Sankyo camera or a Shinon camera. Because the Shinon, I have the Shinon camera that will take the 200-foot mags as well. But he used one or the other. I want to talk about something really quick first. Oh, you guys know I can't stay on one topic for... My wife calls it the shiny object syndrome. Wait, what? You guys talk about your good deals. Is that going to stay? I'll hold it. Can you guys see that film? Here's the thing. I just got this on eBay, by the way. And I think he knew what he was selling. He seemed like a smart seller. 7 rolls. You guys see it. Vision 3. A couple rolls of Vision 3. Some new Tri-X. This is brand new. Some relatively new Tri-X. All of this is relatively new, early 2000s probably. This is the new stock. These both are Vision 3, 200T, 500T, and this, my favorite film, right? Plus X. 7 rolls, eBay, but shiny. Buy it now. I just got it with tax and shipping. Tax and shipping. Anybody want to venture a guess? Be realistic. Should be in my freezer, but I don't have any room. A steal. Kind of, I would say. You know? I mean, we all love film. We know what it's worth. 109. $5 million. Ben says 70. Mola says 40. It was exactly $25.78. With tax and shipping included. $3,000 and $1 postage. Russell's thinking of the Kodachrome. $25.78 with tax and shipping. Let me be clear on something. I probably would have gotten close to paying that just for this, because I love this. That's going to be fun to play with. Now, yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Because if I get a good deal, I got to show you. Mike, are you still here? Of course you're still here. You guys want to see what Mike did with his Tri-X roll? We got to show Mike's roll. I'm not going to show... He wrote on the front of it. I don't want to show his last name because that's up to him. But this is Mike's roll right here. Tri-X that I sent off 5 rolls to a few people. Everybody has sent them back to me. I have them all scanned. I don't have them all 100% ready to send to you yet. But I know, Super Cine. No, it wasn't a bid. It was a buy it now. So I hit it. It was instantly. As soon as I saw it, I bought it. And I think he just put it up. Crazy. I know, Ben. Yeah, I know. All right, so Mike, let me tell you. Rub it in. Let me tell you, Mike, the very beginning of your film, I mean the first 5 seconds, you had the gray card. It overlapped a little bit in my spiral. So there was a little bit of touching, and I cut that part out. Your gray card is still there at the beginning of this, but it's just for a split second. Everything else is fine. Owens. Okay, Mike has no problem telling you. It's Owens. Mike Owens for Flying O. So we're going to see Mike's film. Mike picked this music. I added it. Now I had to cut the beginning of the music and I faded it in. So here is Mike's Tri-X film. His word, let me remind you, was art. Art. Mike had the word. Drum roll, please. Brrr. Somebody get the lights. Now, I did leave the sprocket hole in on this one. I didn't stabilize it. It moves a little bit, but I did my best. Can somebody please get the lights? Can you guys hear it? Hopefully the audio is coming out. No audio? Oh, there's supposed to be audio. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I put audio in it. I don't know why there's not. Huh. Well, we're going to watch it anyway. Mike, I did put audio. I did put the song in there. I'm confused as to why it's not coming out. Huh. Throwing art. Steven, if he put all his gear there, his lens isn't wide enough. That was 18 frames per second. He used a, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike, Sankyo Super CM300. And I am stunned that there's no audio. I'm going to play the file really quick. You guys may hear it just through the air, hopefully. As long as yeah, I don't know why. Alright, so I did something wrong. I don't know if I accidentally turned the volume off or something when I rendered the file, Mike, so I apologize. I will get that straightened up, though, for your final copy. But that was Mike's work, and he did fantastic, by the way. That was really well done, Mike. I don't mind the zooming. I think when it's done right, it's. I did a lot of zooming on my Super 8s last weekend, and I don't mind it at all. I think it can be done well, like that. That was some good art. I'm going to fix the audio, and then when I show the next one, maybe we'll show his again with the correct audio in it. It's only 3 minutes, so we can all deal with that. Can't wait to see. I know, Matthew, it's fun. It's fun. I can't wait to do this again. I want to do it with some still film. Who's texting me? I want to do it with some still film next, I think. So it might be a little easier for me to get still film to people that are all over the world. Imagine all the zooming on the 100. Like Aretha Franklin, who said, "Who's zooming now?" Who's zooming now? Silverhorse says, "That is very good. Thank you." He did a really nice job. Manually excised. Awesome. I manually excise most of my film as well. Messing with you, Mike. 100 show, we will have done the horror sci-fi project done too. Hopefully. Won't that be cool? There's some overexposure in the highlights. I typically shoot Tri-X at 2 stops under. Quit being critical, Travis. 2 stops under. Because it just doesn't do highlights well. I cannot imagine shooting old Tri-X under. I don't think I've ever done that. I just, it's always ridiculously underexposed for me when I shoot it under. Ooh, I can deal with the still film, Mike. Yeah, I want to do some 120 film. So even if you get a cheapo 120 camera, I don't care if you use I got one here somewhere, use a, you know, the Lomo camera for 40 bucks or 50 bucks. Moose to Goose is here. Hey Mike, just got into your channel because I'm learning about 16mm filming. Will there be a video of you loading your CP16 with one? Would love a tutorial. I did a CP16 video, but now that you mention, I don't know if I loaded the film. I thought I did, but I did do a video with my CP16 already. I did it a couple years ago, I believe. Look in the, if you're on a desktop, just click the little search once you're at my channel and type in CP16, and I really think I did that already. But thanks for popping into the live stream. I really appreciate it. Watch it on a 65-inch TV, and it was okay. Awesome. Yeah, we need the Horror Fest. These pencils aren't going to... If you don't know what Russell is talking about, the Horror Fest is something that we had talked about, I don't know, a year ago. And it was going to be just so we knew for sure everybody shot their film specifically for this fest. We were going to include 2 number 2 pencils, I believe it was, somewhere in your film, or one of them or something. But a regular yellow pencil had to be in there. Oh, I did. Okay, then I apologize. I should do that then. Yes. Okay. Let me make a note. Well, I'd make a note, but I dropped my pencil in the front. But I will. I'm going to do that. Thank you for reminding me. My first time shooting Tri-X Super 8. Well, you did a great job, Mike. I'll re-roll it so I can use it in my Duoflow. Oh, okay, do that. That's the really big camera, right? Unless it's expired. It is expired. Oh, because that's only, is that only auto expose? I think I'm going to do, I think we might do Tri-X again. I don't know yet. I'm going to look and see what I have. Tons of 120 film. Gordon sent me a bunch. I always say So we're going to dig through that, and we're going to have fun with that. But I also have some other, I don't know what we're going to do yet. Let's get through the Tri-X first. I want to show the other films. Not today, but we're going to show them. An old box camera, okay. Yeah, I want to, I love doing this. I like getting everybody else involved. So for this one, we're going to do that. We're going to send some still film. I'm not positive what it's going to be yet. Probably 120, because that's fun. And you can get 120 cameras really cheap. I have one. Where is it? Right here somewhere. I keep moving stuff around in here. Where did I put it? I don't know. I showed you guys pictures a couple weeks ago, and they came out pretty good. They came out pretty good with this old camera, the TLR. I have a Rolleiflex, but I also have, where in the world did I put it? Oh, it's right there. The Seriflex. That's right. Look at Dave Knopp. Thank you, buddy. You don't have to do that. I appreciate it. I dropped one of my number 2 pencils. Old web shooter, have you ever made mods of the film cameras themselves? For example, Ultra, Super A gates. I have not, but that would be cool. And it would have to be equal on both sides, because I'm not going to mess with the viewfinder. But that would be fun to do. Super cheap. If you want to make it international, I'm happy to process it for the UK crew. Thank you, Russell. I might take you up on that. Yeah, the Seriflex is the camera I use. It's a 110 camera. Hey, Jim. Grease Jim is here. This was the... I talked about this a couple weeks ago. The Seriflex, I thought I talked about it. There's a Rolleiflex or a Rolleicord at my local antique store. It's $500. They're not cheap sometimes. These you can get really cheap. This is the Seriflex. Can't see that, the light, but it's just it's a real basic but fun TLR. And this is what I shot. The first roll of Tri-X I used that Gordon sent me. I shot it in this. Came out. They came out pretty darn good. I showed them a couple weeks ago. But stuff like this, I mean, you know, these cameras, any of these older TLRs, cheapo ones, will work fine. You know, that's very generous of you to say, Russell, that you would help me develop for any of the UK people. I appreciate that. Also generous of you, Dave Knopp. I appreciate it. I wanted to ask Dave Knopp, Knopptop, as he's known on Instagram. I got to know what this Instax mini film is about. So Dave Knopp has some, and he calls it Ectospud, just pre-exposed Instax mini film. I'm guessing you somehow have an overlay on the film and then you expose the outer edge. Am I correct in guessing? But it would be so fun to experiment with. When you shoot it, I want to see what you're doing. Not how you make it, that's your thing. But I want to see, Dave has he's selling these pre-exposed Instax mini cartridges with some wacky themes to it, I think. I don't know. I want to know more about it. I'll send some so you know how it works. All right, you send me a roll, and then I'll shoot it, and then we'll talk about it here on a live stream. That will be fun. Then I can show it. I'll take pictures of it and whatnot. Then we'll show it so everybody knows, because it looks really fun. Oh, Flying O. I plan to be buried with some of mine. Oh, I know I got one as old as 118. Jesus. All right, kids, listen, we are 1:16, an hour and 16 minutes. Boy, this time just flies when you're having fun. But my wife is going to be back home very shortly, and we have to finish some things up. Knopptop Filmboy24 collab video. I would love to do that. And Dave and I have met up before when I went to, and Dave, I'll be in Indiana in December. Maybe we'll find a spot midway somewhere. We need to do something. trying double exposing some Polaroids. Dave is your guy. Dave is the Polaroid king. So Dave, I'll be texting you when it gets closer. But right after Christmas, my family and I are going to be back there. So we should meet up, make a little plan maybe, and do something. That would be fun. Guys, I appreciate you guys like you don't know. I really do. IMAX collab. I gotta head out back home in Indiana. Another great one. Thank you guys so much. Great to catch up, Ben. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here. Thank you everybody for being here. I got the greatest regulars in the world. I really do. I mean, I know I've said that before, but I really do. I don't know what I'd do without you guys. I wouldn't do these streams. I wouldn't do these streams if you guys weren't here, you know? So it means the world to me. It really does. Thanks, Mike, Russell, Gordon, so long, Remjet, Jeffrey, Mike, all the Mikes. I could probably say thanks, Jeffrey, thanks, Mike, and get about 60% of you guys. And Jim. There's a few Jims. There's a lot of Jeffreys, a lot of Mikes. Barry, Bonnie, Steven, Lyles. There's everyone. Thanks, Filmboy. I'll see you guys. I don't see any reason why we're not going to be here next Sunday. So just remember, I'm in the I rolled back the clocks crew. We're in Florida, so, you know, I have to roll it back. Super Cine, thank you. Radios, Russell. Guys, I'll see you next Sunday, barring anything crazy, I promise. Love y'all. Next Sunday. Peace.